আজি প্রণমিত মানে চলিব না তো সংসার কাজে। আজি প্রণমিত মানে চলিব না তো সংসার কাজে। তুমি আমার নয়নে নয়ন রেখো, আমার নয়নে নয়ন রেখো, অন্তর মাঝে। আজি প্রণমিত মানে চলিব না সংসার কাজে। হৃদয় দেবতা রয়েছ প্রাণে, মন যেন কাহানি অত জানে। হৃদয় দেবতা রয়েছ প্রাণে, মন যেন কাহানি অত জানে। পাপের চিন্তা মরে যেন নহি, দুঃসহ লাজে। আজি প্রণমিত মানে চলিব না সংসার কাজে। সব কাল রবে সারা দিন মান, শুনিয়া নাদি সঙ্গীত গান। সবার সঙ্গে যেন অবিরত তোমার সঙ্গ রাজে। সব কাল রবে সারা দিন মান, শুনিয়া নাদি সঙ্গীত গান। সবার সঙ্গে যেন অবিরত তোমার সঙ্গ রাজে। নিমেষে নিমেষে নয়নে বচনে, সকল কর্মে সকল মননে। নিমেষে নিমেষে নয়নে বচনে, সকল কর্মে সকল মননে। সকল হৃদয় তন্ত্রে যেন মঙ্গল বাজে। আজি প্রণমিত মানে চলিব না সংসার কাজে। তুমি আমার নয়নে নয়ন রেখো, আমার নয়নে নয়ন রেখো, অন্তর মাঝে। আজি প্রণমিত মানে চলিব না সংসার কাজে। তোমারে জানিলে তবু মন তোমাতে ধায়। তোমারে জানিলে তবু মন তোমাতে ধায়। তোমারে না জেনে বিশ তবু তোমাতে বিনম ধায় তোমারে জানিনে তবু মন তোমাতে ধায় অসীম সৌন্দর্য তব কে করেছে অনুভব রে সে মাধুরী চিরনভ সে মাধুরী চিরনভ আমি না জেনে প্রাণ সঁপেছি তোমায় তোমারে জানিনে তবু মন তোমাতে ধায় তুমি জ্যোতির জ্যোতি আমি অন্ধ আধারে তুমি মুক্ত মহিয়ান আমি মগ্ন পাথারে তুমি জ্যোতির জ্যোতি আমি অন্ধ আধারে তুমি মুক্ত মহিয়ান আমি মগ্ন পাথারে তুমি অন্তহীন আমি ক্ষুদ্র দীন কি অপূর্ব মিলন তোমায় আমায় তোমারে জানিনে তবু মন তোমাতে ধায় তোমাতে না জেনে বিশদ তোমাতে বিরাম পায় তোমারে জানিলে তবু মন তোমাতে ধায়
Next, I would like to introduce Swami Sarvadevananda, few words, and then welcome Swami for our AM speech. Swami Sarvadevananda is the minister and the spiritual leader of Vedanta Society of Southern California, and he is a monk of Sri Ramakrishna Order of India. Swami initially lived near Belur Mutt from 1960 onwards, during which he had an opportunity to contact with several direct that is disciples of Streama, and also that is Swamiji is initiated by Thakur's direct disciples. Swami was initiated by Swami Shankarananda as the 7th president of the order in 1961, and he joined the Belur Mutt in 1965. And Swami served for about 2 decades in Saradapita, that is in educational and technical training institutions, and also he had an opportunity to, that is serve in a camp of refugees in Bangladesh war in 1971. Swami first became the head of Sri Ramakrishna Mission at Sikra, and it's the birthplace of Swami Brahmananda too in 1988. And while he was there, he initiated a lot of literacy and health programs to several underprivileged villages and performed relief and rehabilitation works in the homeless for the homeless people. Swami in 1993, and he came to Southern California as the assistant minister, and in 2012 he became the minister, and since then he has been in the Southern California Center. During the last several years, Swami Sarvadevananda has established several satellite centers across US, and he continuously travels to all these satellite centers. And we all here, I want to say very gladly, we all here in this beautiful divine atmosphere only because of Swami Sarvadevananda. And he spends his time in Southern California, that is attending to schools, colleges, and apart from the regular lectures in imparting divine knowledge and principles to the younger generations and the adults as well, and also travels all across the country all the times when he is invited for spreading Vedantic principles. I don't want to take too much amount of time with this small introduction. I welcome Swami Sarvadevananda to give his AM discourse, and we are all looking for that for this wonderful speech in the starting spring. What else we can start spring? That is other than Swami's speech. Thank you, Swami. Welcome.
Om Stapakal Dharmasya Sarvadharmasarupine Avtar Varishtaya Ram Krishnaya Te Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. It's my great pleasure to be with you all and our sweet faces, and the devotees particularly. So we are here to think about God. That's the main point. We call it retreat. A retreat from what? Retreat from the world and worldly thought, and connection with that which is within. It is the truth that the Lord is with us. We believe God is with everywhere, but God is more in our heart. But we are disconnected with that. It is there, but I am not. I forget the presence, and I forget that there is a divine entity which is guiding me, standing behind me. And that we call simply God, God's presence. But how we are disconnected, but really unconsciously we are guided by that. And this whole life is to get eternal peace and joy. We need to reconnect with them. And there are different ways of reconnecting. That is the spiritual life and spiritual practices that helps us to reconnect with that. And that's are called four yogas. In a broad sense, individual practices are so many. So today we are just thinking what to talk about. The Shanta sang that wonderful song, Tagore song, and that is how to connect with God. And that is been taught in the Narada's Bhakti Sutras. We have read again and again the Narada's way of love. And Narada has defined love that is the attraction or attachment to that supreme divine entity which is in us which is the guiding force behind our very presence, which we are searching for, we are seeking for through all our searches in the material world. And He is, first we say He is, where is He? He is nowhere, but He is everywhere. To get this understanding of He is everywhere, from to the state where God is nowhere. For me, where is God? I see the material world only. I see person as a human being made of flesh and bone. We see the material object, tree as sun, earth as earth, flowers as flowers. But rarely we think that there is a touch of divinity everywhere. And that divine is in you, in me, everywhere. And that same divinity is trying to manifest in their own way, through the Sattvika covering, to the Rajasika covering, or to the Tamasika covering. When it is Sattvika covering, we say it is holiness, pure. We say it is joy, bliss, peace. And when it comes to Rajasika covering, we say it is arrogance, ego, pride, domination over others, name, fame. And when it comes to the Tamasika covering, then we find that the same reality comes as brutality, meanness, unkindness, and all this. But the truth behind is the same. God is behind everybody. We know that Vedantic understanding will clarify it. What is behind all our senses, the mind, the intellect. Senses don't see, eyes don't see. Eye is an instrument. Rays of light fall on that, create an image, sensory nerves will carry that to the brain cell. That much is the physical. Neurons will jump there or create something, that's all. And then all is internal, which is not known to even to the scientists. But the ancient scientists of spirituality, they have found out that there is, of course, mind is accepted now. In the world we accept the functionality of the mind, but it's much more that behind these senses, all these brain, there is a mind and there is some understanding or ego. So these are the different layers, and behind that there is some conscious entity which makes all this functional. Ramakrishna's example, very added, very wonderful example. What is that? The potatoes and rice jumps in a pan or pot, and the water also jumps, boils, bubble comes out, and this bubbles thing and potato things and rice things. I am jumping. My hand, my mouth, my eyes. They say, I am, I. Take out the fire from the bottom. Everything becomes dysfunctional. Just now, if that disconnection comes, take him to mortuary now. It's a simple thing, very simple formula. But we never think that who is that. That's why this what this song was beautiful, no? That I shall try to find you out in this world of transitory world of momentary existence. I shall salute you everywhere. Pronomi tumare cholibo nath. Oh Lord, I don't see you because my eyes are not clear. But the time immemorial, the science of spirituality has given the vision to the saints and sages of the world who have found you, the Lord, the presence of the divine, which I was talking in Vedantic term, that behind that consciousness behind our physical entities. We in devotion we call it God, we lovingly call Krishna, Rama, we call Allah, we call, so whatever name we give, that conscious spiritual entity which is the guiding force behind every moment of our life and which is pulsating behind this whole cosmic reality in the outside wherever you see the sun, the moon, the stars, the galaxies, behind that to the subatomic particle and go down to the high here to the smallest of the small, biggest, highest of the highest. No? They call Anuraniyan, Mato Mahiyan, Atma Sajanto, Nito Guhayam, Tamakratu Ye Pashanti Dhiraha, Teshang Shanti Shachati, Netaresham. The peace which you are seeking for, the joy I am seeking for, it is everywhere. Huh? So this is the point. The Anuraniyan, the minutest of the minute, to the grandest of the grand. Mahato Mahiyan. What you see, the grand, the huge, the big, but this we cannot measure with our all light year and other tools even. That is the same. Anuruniyan Mahato Mahiyan. That is the Atma Sriyanto Nihit. That's in the inmost recesses of our heart, of us who we are living here. The same principle. It is a revelation of the ancient sages. What Upanishad says that Atma Srijanto Nihito Guhayam Tam Akratu Je Pasati Dhira. Those are intelligent people. We think we are very intelligent because we know this science, we read this book, now Google can find out all the world secrets. This is good, but it is not knowledge, it is not truth. Tom Atmastam, that in essential reality, that all pervaded consciousness, that all pervaded blissful reality which is the inspiration behind everything, that Pashyanti, he sees this. Tam akratu, not to be achieved through karma. Kratu is karma, jagna, all action. That's why we say in devotional language, God's grace, God's grace, God's grace. But he says it by the purification of the heart. Tamakratu yapashyati bita shoka. They go beyond shoka. Bitam bigatam. Shoko leaves them. They are never touched by any bereavement or pain or suffering. Who come the pashyati, he who sees that reality. So this is the whole journey of our spirituality. And here it says that what I shall do, that I shall salute you, O Lord. Pranami tomare cholivo naatha. O Lord, I shall move in my journey of life, not seeing God anywhere, to God in everywhere. It is a twist, it is a turning, it is a voidness to fulfillment, emptiness to light, emptiness to that saturated experience of the reality. God is everywhere, permeated everywhere. So that's why it says, I shall salute you from not whom to salute. Not only in the temple, it starts there, but to move on into the samsara kaje, in all my actions, in all my movements, in all my efforts in the world. Kaj, what we think kaj? Kaj means work. We are all tired of work. But Rabindranath says, in every action, I shall salute you. I salute you when you salute. You suddenly find that one respectable person is standing behind you. You salute him. When God you see, you salute. That means, I shall see you. I shall offer my adoration. God smiling in every place, everywhere. And but that is the prayer. But you, be kind enough, so that you keep your presence in before my eyes and stay in my heart as inner light, inner witness, inner eyes, so that I can see you in every object of the universe. This is the culmination of spiritual knowledge. Bhakti is talking about that connection with the infinite. Bhakti, Narada says, what is bhakti? Sa tuasmin paramo prema sarupa. Sa, that bhakti, is tasmin. Tasmin means in that. He's not saying Rama, he's not Krishna, he's not saying God, it is not saying anything. Sa tu osmin. The universalism of the definition of the bhakti. People always think bhakti means personalization in the name and form only. But no, it tasmin can be divided as the saguna or nirguna. Love for infinity, love for Atman. That's also sa to osmin, on this. Love for that truth which permeates everywhere, which is every pulsating through every existence. That Parama Prema Rupa. Prema means, Prema means love. Parama Prema means supreme love, unadulterated love, irresistible love, which you cannot help. Like a magnet is drawing this little piece of iron. It's helpless. So this is the we as a little needle. God as infinite magnet is attracting us to every day's movement, to every action. Wherever our eyes run, wherever we feel little touch of attraction, that is his call, his pull. Also, where go another step, where there is hatred, that's also God's law. Why? Because something is there that is repelling, something is there that attracting, repelling because my mind is repelling, but something is there, that's why I am repelling. You cannot be angry with the wall. There will be some reality, some conscious entity behind. Consciousness more manifested or duller manifestation. So that's why it is that Parama Prema Sarupa, that is the bhakti. But we have what that bhakti always. In our heart of us, we love something or other. Tell me a person in the world who does not love anything. He loves one, hates another. I love something more, love something less. But it is never that I have no attraction or repulsion for anything. It's not a piece of wood. It's a reality manifesting through a human personality. We have these actions and reactions. But this is happening because of whom? Because of that Lord, who is everywhere. And what is the way? What beautifully Tagore says, that I shall salute you in everything. Pranami tomare choli gonato. In my life's journey will continue. I'll not withdraw from there. I'll not run away from somewhere. Not to go to the forest. Spirituality is not going to the forest. But finding God in the forest. Spirituality is God finding God in the husband. Spirituality is finding God in the wife. Spirituality is finding God in every particle of the earth. To every shining leaf, see the glory of the Lord. See the smile of the Lord. So this is called bhakti. Bhakti means bhaj dhatu, bhajan. Whom to bhajan? We do devotion if something beautiful. If we get stuck there. Our eyes don't penetrate beyond that. The outer form stops our journey from inward journey. But spirituality is penetrating that, whose beauty is manifesting, where I am attracted, and whose beauty is not manifesting, I am repulsive. Therefore, spiritual practice in mature state, as Tagore says here, I shall do my salutation and adoration to everything, every object, in every movement and action of life. What a grand spiritual sadhana. And we think, how shall I reach God? How shall I see God? God is not sitting somewhere and you grab him. God is here and everywhere. Now we have no eye to see. We have no sincerity to seek for and to know what to seek for. It is everywhere, every moment. That's why that and that infinite love will manifest in the life as a expression of joy and peace. Some this see Narada says that bhakti, that devotion, when it grows, what will happen? It will make you Amrita Sarupa. That bhakti is of the nature of Amrita. Amrita means nectar. Nectar of immortality. The desire to get anything less, other thing will be gone because you have attained the highest. And getting that, what will happen? Yallabdva puman siddho bhavati amrito bhavati tirto bhavati. Attaining to that, puman, the person who is struggling to find God and trying to practice love for God, will be siddho bhavati. Siddha means he will be attaining the goal. Siddhi. Siddhi means fulfillment. Attaining what we are seeking for. Siddha also means like, the potato is boiled, you call siddha. That means you become soft. The hardness of life goes away. The rudeness of life goes away. Spirituality makes everyone divine, soft. Feeling for others will come. You will understand the presence, that soft heart is everywhere. Unless it hard rock, it cannot be formed, deformed. It cannot take any shape. When it is boiled, you can thrash it, you can push it, and it becomes sweet. Hard thing to chew, the teeth may break. But soft thing, even old people can eat. Meaning, life becomes soft, life becomes sweet, life becomes enjoyable, life becomes full of peace and happiness. Distracted life, disturbed life, all the time, disappointed. Face is if you see some faces, you will smile. If you see some faces, you should repel, run away from that person. That is the roughness, the sweetness should come. That is the point. If any divine love or love for God grows in our heart, that will be the Narada says, it will be fulfilled with that softness, siddha, or accomplishing the goal of life. And that will be, he will feel that he has no birth. Amrito bhavati and tripto bhavati. Tripta. Tripta means satisfied. Satisfied mind means what? If you take an empty bowl and pour water on it, so it will be, the bowl will be asking more and more to get filled up. But when it gets filled up, then you pour more. What will happen? It will glass over. There is no more place to ask for something else. In this world of duality in which we live, in this life through which we are going through, how much we get, still I want something is better. Something more is better. Because it is the nature of the world. Someone gets $1 million, will be not satisfied, will be expecting 2 million. 10 million, billion, billionaire will be 1 billion, 5 billion. Who is the highest billionaire in the world? He will also strike more billion to come. Because it's the unsatiated desire in the heart. Tripti. Rabindranath says in another song, Tripti Amar or Tripti Mo, Bandhanoki, who can remind me the song. Mukti Amar Bandhanabo. So our freedom and our bondage, everything, transcending everything. So there is the point that one should be fulfilled, tripto, satisfied. I have nothing to ask for. I got whatever I got. There is nothing in the material world we can get it. Because there will be always little space for something else. অল্প লইয়া থাকি তাই তাহা যাহা যায় তাহা মোর যায় আর অল্প লইয়া থাকি সবসময় ভিখারি we are become always the beggar. Will you give me? Will you give me? Little love, little smile, a little favor, little thank you. And we are beggars in the world, no? And Bhakti will say, I'm done with it. I'm so saturated inside, I don't need anything. This is not arrogance, but it is the fulfillment of the bucket. That bucket, you pour, it is overflowing now. No space inside to take anything. So we should have to saturate our heart with the love of God in such a way that it will be filled. অন্তর মোর গোপনে যায় ভরি প্রভু তোমার দানে. By His grace, let it be fulfilled. By the grace of the Lord, who is all fulfilling. So this is to be saturated. Spiritual life means saturating the inner life. Not with voidness, not with frustration, but with the fulfillment of peace, abiding joy, abiding unlimited Satchidananda self. You call it different way, filled with God. So this is the fulfillment. It will happen. Amrita Sarva. We do it is called Vidhivadiya Bhakti. The ritualistic bhakti, the devotion, practicing bhakti. The beginners. Like the children start, we also started learning our alphabets. How do we learn? We cannot learn with an apple without that. A we could not learn. A with apple, B with bat, C with cat, D with dog. Dog and D has connection. But now what is the connection? After maturity, it has no connection. In rituals, we need to do something at the beginning because I am distracted with the world to bring the mind from there to God here. But when you find the inner joy, inner food, all things drop off. That is called the Parabhakti, Ekantika Bhakti, Raganuga Bhakti. These are the terminologies normally used in the Bhakti school of thought. Raganuga, Raga, attachment, tremendous attachment for God. Like the Radharani, like Holy Mother, like Sri Ramakrishna crying for Mother. That is Raga Anuga. It is pushing him whole day and night going for crying and weeping for God. So that is the culmination. There we find that externally they are seeking for something, they are dissatisfied and they are crying, weeping. It is called external viraha. The separation is external, but internal, they are saturated with God. So that is the state we need to reach, and that reaching is necessary in our life, and that's why That state will come in life. Why? We are all seeking for joy. We are all seeking for perfection. We are all seeking for absolute peace, absolute happiness. We are, we are, we are tired of having momentary sukh, momentary happiness, momentary peace. We know, momentary satisfaction. We know. Have a good food with so much of labor, shopping, cleaning, cooking, dressing, cooking, and then when we start eating, 5-10 minutes, or even you take one spoon in your mouth and it's in the tip of the tongue. Ah, great, beautiful, oh wonderful, delicious, this, that, and goes down here. Boom. That joy, entertaining or experiencing the joy over. This is followed by this wildness. But I don't want that type of momentary happiness, but it should be prolonged, continued, and never leave me. That is the highest goal. So our goal is very high. We are all seeking for that. Maybe we know, maybe we don't know. We are aware of it, we are not aware of it. Even unaware of it, we are all searching for that. But when you get it, that is the achievement. One, you become fulfilled, you become saturated, you become immortal, Amrita, you become perfectly satisfied. Not to crave for anything else. There is nothing in the world to crave for. That's why Sri Ramakrishna, when the Marwari gentleman came and offered him 10,000 rupees to keep in his account, he cried out. He cried out. Someone is giving some donation of 10,000 and he's crying out. He feels it is as if he's saturated. He does not need this. It will distract the mind from that. That's why he cannot accept it. Send it to Holy Mother. Holy Mother also rejected. Because they're full. How can you reject? You can reject. When we reject, when? You are having meal. You're invited for very good lunch. And now you're full. One item, two items, three items, and done, saturated. Now, best another preparation is brought before you. Please take something. No. Why are you saying? You have been saturated inside, filled so much that nothing can be taken more. It happens in this material world, no? And spirituality will be such. It will be inner heart will be so much full of joy and peace. Nothing, everything becomes meaningless, insipid, worthless in comparison to that. So that's why, again, our Narada Rishi says, Jat prapyo na kinchit vanchati, attaining which, or concretely is putting his ideas, Yat prapyo, attaining